Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are listening and where you are hearing my voice today. So my name is Destiny Smart, and we are the host. I'm the host of Bitcoin African Story podcast, and today we are joined by Omega, who will share his inspiring story of Bitcoin impact in his life and also community. So, a little run through of who Omega is. Omega is the community lead of Bitcoin Ikorodu, a Bitcoin circular economy in Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria. And the mission of Bitcoin Ikorodu is to create a physical community around Bitcoin where everyday merchants and also the community members spend sats and earn sat and use sat in the community. So in this episode, Omega will share how he first discovered Bitcoin and also the personal transformation he has experienced and how he and his team are now empowering others in their community. So stay with us as we dive into the Bitcoin Ikorodu project and the ripple effect in their neighborhood and practical tips for anyone starting out Bitcoin. So allow me to introduce to you today Omega. So Omega, if you don't mind, please briefly introduce yourself so we can get to know you more better.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Omega here. So, I am the project lead for Bitcoin Ikorodu. So, our ambition is for Bitcoin to be circulated in Ikorodu.
That's a very big ambition, and you guys are doing a great work. Okay, so if you want to check out what Bitcoin Ikorodu is doing, you can check them. You can find them on Twitter, which is Bitcoin Ikorodu. Simply search it on Twitter, and you would get to see Bitcoin Ikorodu. And if I may ask, how is your day today? Any big plans today that you would like to share with us?
Yeah, okay. My day is fine. So, the big plan I would like to share today is just that in Bitcoin Ikorodu now, we have a PlayStation like where you can go and play games. You understand? So we are going there to put some stickers there, like Bitcoin accepted stickers there, and do some videos also in the shop also. And we're also going to some merchants also today and ask them some few questions about how the Bitcoin is good to them or not.
So that's a very amazing reply. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
So
welcome.
That being said, this leads me to the next question I'll be asking, which would build upon this podcast. So I would like you to share with me or with us, when did you first hear about Bitcoin? And what was your initial reaction or experience having heard about Bitcoin then?
Okay, that's a good question. I won't lie. I'll be sincere with you and with everybody. My initial time of Bitcoin, I was afraid of it. I won't lie. I was so afraid of it. I thought it was all these scams, because we do hear about people scamming people Bitcoin and stuff. But when I realized, or when I passed through the class of Bitcoin African Story, so it taught me Bitcoin is not just something like you being scam or something. Bitcoin is money. So Bitcoin is the future. So in the sense of that, so I spoke to myself, said I have to change my mindset, because if you have a bad idea of something, someone or something can change your mindset. So big shout out to Bitcoin African Story. They changed my mindset of what Bitcoin is, and now I can tell people around, convince them that Bitcoin is money and Bitcoin is the future of not just Nigeria, all the countries. Yeah. Uh,
That is very amazing. That is very amazing. Coming from that perspective of Bitcoin is literally a scam, to that perspective now seeing Bitcoin as a form of money and the impact the project has been making on the ground, I would like to, add this. Education is actually very, very important because what we did at Bitcoin African Story was basically to offer free quality Bitcoin education, which you pass through, and having passed through that program, you got to see Bitcoin for what it's worth. So yeah, big shout out to the team pushing out the education, and also big shout out to you, and for the courage you had to starting this festival podcast with us. And we really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Omega, for coming here today. So let us dive into the next question. Now, diving into the personal impact, I would like to ask you, how has Bitcoin impacted your personal life or career? And are there specific changes or opportunity you've experienced?
yeah. Thank you for the question.
Should I repeat
No, no,
myself?
no. I got the question. Yeah, thank you for the question. So I will just say, from the beginning of just from the offset, I'm not that kind of saving type. I don't keep money. That is one thing bad about me. But since I came into the Bitcoin feast, or let's say to Bitcoin economy, I've started doing some things that I did not expect myself doing. I started saving money. I start even interacting to other Bitcoiners because I'm that kind of shy type. But since I've started this Bitcoin Ikorodu project, I've started communicating with people, telling people what Bitcoin is, and doing some great and amazing job inside it.
To be honest, I can relate on that. Being that shy person, then to being that person that sits in front of 50, 100 people talking about what Bitcoin is and the impact it has done to you as a person. So that I can relate to, and also coming from that perspective of you not being that saving type to now you being that saving type because of the value of what Bitcoin brings to you. I can also relate to that. Because one thing I say about Bitcoin is that when you tend to spend your Bitcoin, or when you tend to spend your naira you put into Bitcoin, you have this kind of guilt in you telling you that, oh, this money I'm about to spend, it might be worthwhile in the next few months, and which would like give you that low time preference thinking. And that low time preference thinking is actually the best way to go about it because it allows you to save for the future. Very, very awesome story you share, my brother. I really appreciate. So now, diving into the next question, let us dive into the community impact. So the question now is, how is Bitcoin being adopted in your community, and what changes or transformation have you observed? He and his community, I have this perspective of Bitcoin being a medium of exchange. So this is using Bitcoin as everyday money. And he also mentioned that also in his community, there is a school accepting Bitcoin as well. There is also a barbershop accepting Bitcoin. So all these are very, very inspiring to see for a project that is not up to 6 months or 5 months. So yeah, you guys are doing a very wonderful job
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate.
in
Really
terms of
appreciate.
that. Awesome. So I would like to dive down into the project itself. So what project or initiative are you currently working on?
We are working on one project that is Bitcoin Ikorodu.
Okay. And what is the project all about?
Yeah, the project all about, because we all know that Ikorodu is a place. Understand? So, and they say Bitcoin is the future. So we Bitcoin Ikorodu community or the team, we just, our goal for Ikorodu is let Bitcoin be a circulation around Ikorodu. So that's the goal, and that is the vision. And I pray with God's help and with power, we can do more for the Ikorodu.
Is there any story you would like to share from the circular economy initiative? Whether be it the story of a merchant or the story of a community member that you feel like it's important for us to know or to hear. It can be an inspiring story, or it can just be a story that you find very interesting, you know, for the audience. So if you have any story like that, please kindly share it with us, because as you know, we are Bitcoin African Stories, so we want to get as much story as possible.
Okay, I just have just a little story from our and the barber, because we have a barber also in Ikorodu that do accept Bitcoin. The guy, when we first met the guy was working for someone. The guy was working for someone. So we meet him, we were talking to him about what Bitcoin is and what Bitcoin can help him to do. So he broke the news to us that he will still have his own shop, and so we said, okay, fine. Once you are done with your shop, we're going to come in and onboard you and do some. The guy said okay, but he's not sure that he's going to really accept it because he don't know what it's all about. And him also was thinking that Bitcoin is a scam and stuff. So on the line, he relocated to his new shop. So we went to meet him again. He said, "Are you?" He said he would love to know what Bitcoin is all about first. So I told him, the team, we told him about what Bitcoin is. So he decided to give it a try. So after giving it a try, he ended up like he was asking me that how can he withdraw his money and stuff, and what is this and that. I was telling that Bitcoin is money. You can use to do many things. You understand? You cannot just it's not Bitcoin is not like all this cryptocurrency, like all this Ethereum and so forth, because them they can fall anyhow. But this Bitcoin, it won't fall. It won't fall anyhow. So he gave it a try, and I'm talking to you now. Is if you tell him anything, the guy is very proud and is happy that he's accepting it, because now he's saving his money in Bitcoin. Like the shop rent, he's saving his shop rent in Bitcoin. He told me that the money that is saving from Bitcoin, that is the shop rent. So if not because of us, and the guy is not really good in Sinon also, so Bitcoin helping solve his problem of him saving money for his shop rent. So and I would like to, and the guy and our merchant was also happy and thankful to us for bringing the great news to him and Bitcoin. Even the guy introduced me to his father also, and the father was also thanking me for.
This is something you can't see everywhere. Having someone who doesn't know about Bitcoin, then you are persuading him, not really persuading, but you are convincing him to, give it a try, not to buy it, not to trade it, but to use it for what it is, and that is money. which is not the most simplest thing to do, because you're trying to tell them that they should use something that they've not used their entire life. And as we can see, these guys are very good at what they do. And with the story Omega shared, the barber is accepting Bitcoin and he's saving for his shop rent with the funds he's receiving in Bitcoin. Right? So I would just like to encourage everyone to try to visit Ikorodu, specifically where the circular economy is being built, because it's not built around the entire Ikorodu. Ikorodu is a very, very big place, right? But there's a specific place in Ikorodu where the circular economy is being built, right? So coming to this circular economy, to the community, at least spending few sats with the merchant can also go a long way in terms of like encouraging them for the long term. So what do you have to say about this, Omega? Did I say it right, or did you have something to add based on people coming to visit the circular economy?
That's what we want for this year. Everybody, all Bitcoiners are free to come and to come witness what we have been seeing all along, not just cho. We also want some people to come and witness it for themselves and share our testimony out by themselves.
Because at the end of the day, a tree cannot make a bush, right? So so when one or two people comes together and spread the word out there, I believe we can actually do it very, very awesome. So once again, Bitcoin Ikorodu handle on X is Bitcoin Ikorodu. Simply just search for Bitcoin Ikorodu. So that's spelled B-I-K-I. No, sorry, B-I-T-C-O-I-N, Bitcoin, I-K-I-R-O-D-U, Bitcoin Ikorodu. So search for Bitcoin Ikorodu on Twitter, and I'll put the spelling up on the show so you all can see the spellings and check them out, follow them, and support what they are doing. So lastly, not really lastly, okay, let's call it, we are drawing the curtains. So what advice would you give to someone just starting out Bitcoin?
Is it someone that's starting a circular
Practical.
economy or starting Bitcoin from the start?
Okay, let's do it both ways. Someone starting Bitcoin and someone starting Bitcoin circular economy.
I will just say someone that is starting Bitcoin, they say a word is enough for the wise. You understand? Someone that's starting Bitcoin will just say, just learn. Leave the word outside, leave what people are saying about Bitcoin. Just learn what Bitcoin is, and you won't regret it, because our naira currency now is really going down. So if you can learn something that is good, something that will help in your life, something that will help you reach out to other people also, is what they call Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the future. That's only what I have to say. And it's good that you should learn and keep learning to be one of the top people.
Okay, so with that, I would like to say thank you so much for coming. As I said, we won't take much time. We plan to make it a 30 minutes program. So success, aka Omega, thank you for joining us. And to all our viewers, don't forget to subscribe and share, because we are planning on bringing many African builders. We are planning on bringing many Bitcoiners. We are planning on bringing many African Bitcoiners that would come up here and also share their own story. So if you are just joining now, hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that like button so we can get more traction to what we are doing. And yes, God bless you, Mr. Omega, for the works you're doing alongside your team. Keep it up, and let's see Bitcoin go to the moon. Thank you so much for joining once again. I remain your humble host, Destiny Smart, and see you in the next story. Cheers, guys.